Praise the Lord. Have you ever been in a situation whereby God has given you a very sweet gift, but then you lose that gift and you don't even notice that you've lost that gift until when God restores that gift? That is when you realize that you had actually lost that gift and then God had restored it to you. Well, that is what happened to me with heavenly encounters in dreams. Back in the day, I used to go to bed. I would pray in tongues before I go to bed. I made it a habit because I knew it has great spiritual benefits. And one of those great spiritual benefits is you encounter heavenly dreams. So I would pray in tongues for at least an hour before I would go to bed. And on days when I was feeling very tired, I would just push myself to do at least 30 minutes of praying in tongues before I go to bed. And then when I would go to bed, I would have very peaceful nights. And some other nights, I would actually see myself flying in the spirit. So basically, in those dreams, I would feel so light, like my body would be very, very light, and I would fly to any place that I want to actually go to. There are other nights I actually used to go and evangelize. I would go and speak to people about Jesus in my dreams. On other nights, I would also meet angels, or sometimes I would even see angels appearing in my dreams, and they would give me some messages, and some other angels would actually teach me heavenly things. So these were very, very sweet dreams, and I used to enjoy them a lot. But then along the way, I lost the discipline to be praying in tongues every day before I go to bed. So I started skipping some days. I would not pray in tongues before I go to bed. And without actually noticing it, these dreams became very few, and then after some time, they just completely disappeared. But it never even crossed my mind that these dreams had stopped. So I just continued living as if everything was fine. That was until recently when I decided to hold a 5-day fast and just pray in tongues. So on the night of the second day of praying in tongues and fasting, that is when I actually had a dream that reminded me of the former dreams that I used to have. So on this particular night, I went to bed. Of course, it was my second day of praying and fasting. And when I was asleep, I had this dream whereby I was seated with a particular person. I didn't know that person, and even right now, I still don't know that person. But I was seated with this person in a setup that looked like a classroom. And this person was teaching me things. And what I remember is that he was teaching me things to do with Microsoft Excel. Now, he was showing me some formulas which I knew that they are not in Microsoft Excel. And you see, in school, like physically in school, I did a lot of Microsoft Excel, and I still use it a lot in my daily life. So I know a lot of the formulas that are used in Microsoft Excel, almost all of them. But what really surprised me was that this person was teaching me a formula, and he was like actually showing me how that formula works. And it was doing functions that I had really desired to have them, but for some reason, I could not just figure out how to get them to function in Microsoft Excel. And so I was very much amazed by what this person was telling me. And then just as the dream began, it ended. So when I woke up, the only thing I could remember was that there was someone who was teaching me about Microsoft Excel, but the real formula and how the person had taught me how it works, I had forgotten. But despite that being the case, I was just very happy that these dreams had been restored, because previously I used to have dreams whereby someone will come and teach me things about love, someone will come and teach me things about finances, and someone else will come and teach me things about family and life wisdom. And there are so many topics that I will just be taught in dreams, and I will clearly understand them. But when I wake up, I will have a challenge remembering what I had learned. Until one time the Lord revealed to me that as long as my spirit has learned of those things, they will manifest physically with time. So those were just the gifts that God was depositing in me during those dreams, and then I would just wake up and they would manifest. So this was a huge testimony for me that those dreams had been restored, and this was something I was not even thinking about. So if you also used to have prophetic dreams and these heavenly dreams and then they stopped, you have to realize that what? The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So he also steals those kind of gifts because those heavenly dreams are actually a gift from God. So what you need to do is that you need to pray and ask God to restore for you what? Those dreams that you lost. There is a lot that God can reveal to you in your dreams. That's it for today. God bless you.